Hey everyone, and welcome! So today, we are going to dive deep into the world of behavior analysis. We're going to break down exactly what it takes to become what's known as a Board Certified Behavior Analyst, or a BCBA for short. So let me just kick things off with a question for you. Are you on the hunt for a career, something with real impact, but also, with some incredible job security? If you're nodding your head right now, then trust me, you are in exactly the right place. All right, let's get right into it, because this is pretty wild. The demand for BCBAs isn't just growing, it's exploding. I mean, look at these numbers. We're talking about a nearly 2,000% increase in demand in just 8 years. And just in the last year, a 58% jump in job postings. The bottom line is, the field is desperate for qualified people.
And, when demand is that high, what follows? Yup, some serious earning potential. The median salaries are already really strong, but if you're an experienced BCBA, maybe with a specialization, you could be looking at salaries well over $149,000. It's a field that really rewards your expertise.
But okay, let's be real. The money is great, but it's not the whole story. The real heart of this career, the biggest perk, it's the impact you make. You get to be right there on the front lines, using actual science to help people learn, to help them grow, and to genuinely improve their quality of life. It just doesn't get more meaningful than that.
So are you intrigued? Maybe you're thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but how do I actually get there? Well, let's do just that. We're going to break the whole journey down into a super clear 4-step roadmap to becoming a certified BCBA.
So here it is, the whole path in a nutshell. First, you've got your education. Then comes the hands-on fieldwork. After that, you've got the big exam. And finally, getting that official certification and licensure. Don't worry, we're going to walk through every single one of these step by step.
All right, step 1, the education piece. Now, the cool thing is you can start with a bachelor's degree in pretty much any field. But the real key, the non-negotiable part, is getting a master's or even a doctoral degree from a program that has what's called a Verified Course Sequence, or VCS. Think of the VCS as a seal of approval. It's so important because it's your guarantee that all the classes you're taking meet the board's super strict standards. Okay, so once you've got the book smarts, it's time to get your hands dirty with supervised fieldwork. And you've actually got a couple of options here, 2 main pathways to choose from. The standard route is 2,000 hours, and during that time, 5% of your hours have to be supervised every month. Or you can go for the concentrated path. It's fewer hours, only 1,500, but the trade-off is more intensive supervision, 10% every month.
Now, this is a really important detail about that fieldwork, so listen up. At least 60% of your hours must be what they call unrestricted. So what does that even mean? Well, it means it's not just the time you spend face-to-face with clients. It's all the crucial behind-the-scenes stuff, the data analysis, the planning, the report writing. This is where you truly sharpen your skills as a practitioner.
Okay, so it's pretty clear that becoming a BCBA is a big commitment, right? So let's get real for a minute and talk about what that investment actually looks like, both in terms of your time and, of course, your money.
No surprise here, the single biggest chunk of change is going to be your graduate degree. Depending on the school you pick, you're looking at a tuition range of anywhere from about $10,000 to over $30,000.
And then on top of tuition, you've got some administrative fees. So your initial application to the board is going to be $245, and then the exam itself costs another $125. That brings the total for your first shot at the exam to $370.
So you've done the coursework, you've put in the fieldwork hours, and it all leads up to this, the final hurdle, the BCBA exam. This thing is the ultimate test, designed to see if you've truly mastered everything you've learned.
So what are they actually going to test you on? This gives us a really nice breakdown. You can see it split up across all the big areas. We're talking concepts and principles, behavior change procedures, ethics is a big one, and of course, behavior assessment. It really does cover the whole spectrum.
And listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This exam is tough. The average pass rate for first-timers is only around 65%. So that tells you right away, this is definitely not a test you can just cram for the night before. You need a deep understanding of the material and a really solid study plan.
Yeah, seeing a number like 65% can feel a little intimidating. I get it. But really, all it does is underscore how important it is to prepare the right way. And that brings us to the idea of finding a smart study partner to help make sure you succeed.
So that begs the million-dollar question, right? With a test this challenging, How on earth do you prepare effectively? How do you give yourself the best shot to beat those odds and nail it on your very first try?
Well, this is where some of the new, modern study tools can be a total game changer. Take FlashGenius, for example. It uses an AI-guided learning path. What that means is the system actually learns you. It figures out your strengths and weaknesses, and then it adapts. So you're not wasting hours reviewing stuff you already know cold. You get to focus your precious time only on the areas where you need to improve.
And here's the really brilliant part. It's not just about getting an answer right or wrong. The best tools, like FlashGenius, help you turn your mistakes into actual learning moments. They have this feature called an AI-powered smart review that doesn't just tell you the right answer, it explains the why behind it. And that's how you build that deep conceptual understanding that the exam demands.
You know, when you start looking around at different study tools, you'll see some pretty big differences. Things like an adaptive learning path and that AI-powered smart review, they're not just bells and whistles. They're designed to take you way beyond just memorizing answers from practice questions. It's a truly personalized prep system, and you can see right here how a platform like FlashGenius really stands out.
And just so you know, the journey doesn't end the day you pass the exam. To keep that hard-earned credential, you'll need to renew it every 2 years. That means completing 32 hours of continuing education, which is actually a great thing. It ensures you're always up to date with the latest and greatest in the field. So, we've seen the incredible demand, we've talked about the life-changing impact, and we've laid out the clear path to get there. There's really only one question left to ask. Are you ready to take that first step? To start a journey that won't just transform the lives of others, but will absolutely, without a doubt, change your own too?